Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I did this makeup look. So I'm going to be doing a little prom/graduation dinner series, and this is going to be the first look for that series. So I'm just going to start on the makeup look by applying my Plouise base in the shade Rumor 5. And be sure to use my code BEATTHATCURLY10 on the Plouise website when shopping. This will give you 10% off all of your purchases. I will also be leaving my affiliate link down in my description box, so you can shop via my affiliate link. So now, starting on my eyeshadow, I used the Plouise Secret Sinners palette, and this was the only palette that I used for this entire look. So I'm going in with the shade Love Shy first, and I'm just going to be packing this into my crease and just keep on adding until I have the intensity that I want with this eyeshadow. And you want to ensure that you're blending out the edges of your eyeshadow before you're going with the next one, so that they all would blend well together. The next shade that I went in from the Secret Sinners palette is called Velvet Kiss, and this is just a really nice red shade. And to apply this shade, I use this really small blending brush, and I'm going to be using this same brush to blend all of the shades that I'm going to be using above that Love Shy shade, so that I won't lose too much of the first color that I applied. So after I applied the Velvet Kiss shade, I then went in with some of Climax. This is just going to help the other shades to blend, and I mainly apply this in the inner parts of under my brow. And then I went in with the shade Bow Down, which is an orange shade, and I just continued going back and forth with all of these colors until I had a really nice blend. And also I went back in with the brush with no added product that I use for the very first shade. So after I feel like everything is blended well, I'm now going to move on to cutting my crease. I use the Plouise colored eyeshadow base in the shade Winter Rose, and I'm first starting by doing my cut crease using a small liner brush. And this is something that I've been doing recently, and it does help to do your cut crease more precise in a shorter amount of time. After I mapped out my cut crease using the fine liner brush, I then went in with a flat concealer brush just to complete, and that was it. Really quick. If you never use a fine liner brush to help with your cut creases, you need to try it, and trust me, you would love it. I just went ahead and blended out that base and make sure that everything was patted down nice and even. And now I'm just going to be diffusing the edges of that cut crease just to make sure that everything will blend well when I apply the glitter and everything. Now to add here the glitter, I use clear eyelash glue, so I'm just applying a really thin layer of that onto the eyeshadow base. And now moving on to the glitter, I'm going to be applying this beautiful pink rose gold kind of glitter, chunky glitter mix from Ambrosia Cosmetics. I don't know the name because they don't have names on their glitter tubes. But yeah, we're just applying those, and I'm trying to leave some gap so that I can apply this pigment from Ambrosia Cosmetics. Again, I think this have a name, but I don't know the name offhand, but I would leave it in my description box. I just went back in with this brush with the Love Shy shade, and just to, you know, like help diffuse the edges and help the glitter to blend well with the eyeshadow. So now moving on to my eyeliner, I use the SEPHORA liquid eyeliner in the shade Black. I wanted to add a bit of gems because gems is like what everybody doing these days. So I just added 3 gems to this look just to give it a little extra something. And to adhere them, I just used some clear eyelash glue. And now moving on to applying my eyelashes, I use the CRVSTAL lashes in the style Soulmate. Moving on to my face, I applied the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 360 Mocha and 370 Deep Bronze. So I just mixed these 2 shades together and I applied that onto my face using a small concealer brush. And I would blend this out after using a foundation brush from a BH Cosmetics brush set. Moving on to my concealer, I use the LA Girl Pro Concealers in the shade Chestnut and Fawn. So I first went in with the shade Chestnut, which is closer to my skin tone, and after you all would see me going with the lighter shade, which is Fawn, which would just be to like give my under eye a bit of highlight. To contour my face, I use the Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Ebony Brown, and I'm just applying this to all the parts of my face that I like to contour. moving on to blending out all of this contour and concealer on my face. I first started by blending out the contour on my nose, and I'm moving on to blending out the concealer on my forehead. I like to blend this out before I blend out the other parts on my face because I feel like the concealer dries on my forehead before the other parts on my face quicker. And to blend out, to blend out my concealer, I'm just using the Real Techniques setting brush. Now I'm going to be applying some of the Fawn shade to my under eyes, and I'm going to leave this to set for a little bit while I blend out the rest of my face, so that we'll get like the nice coverage on the concealer. So for my cream blush, I apply the Plouise base in the shade OTT Orange. Okay, so now that all of my liquid and cream products are blended out on my face, I'm going to move on to setting, and I'm going to start by setting my highlighted areas using the CRVSTAL loose powder in the shade Translucent Light. I first went in with a very light layer on my brush, and just to ensure that the area is set well before I go in to bake my face. To set the rest of my face, I use the Ambrosia Cosmetics Pro Powder in the shade Perfect Spice on a large powder brush. So I'm just going to be applying this all over my face, basically where I didn't put the CRVSTAL loose powder. Here you see I went back in with the same CRVSTAL Translucent Light loose powder to bake on a powder puff. Now to complete my eyes, I use the LA Girl gel eyeliner in the shade Very Black, and I'm just going to be applying this to my waterline, and I also applied some of the Plouise Butter Black base to my lower lash line, and then I went in with the Love Shy shade from the Plouise Secret Sinners palette just to smoke out my lower lash line.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.
Then for the inner corner of my eyes, I just applied a random nude eyeshadow just to brighten up the inner corner of my eyes a bit. moving on to my lips, I just applied some powder around my lip line, and now I'm moving on to lining them using the LA Girl Precision Lip Liner in the shade Fam. And after my lips were filled in, I went in with a lip brush just to blend out that lip liner so that we won't have any harsh edges, so that when I applied the lipstick it would blend well with the lip liner. Now for the lipstick, I applied this light pink liquid lipstick. I can't see the name, but it's just like a basic light pink liquid lipstick. And then to lighten it some more, I applied some nude lip gloss in the center, and then I applied this Colored Rain Distro lip gloss. Lastly, to complete this look, I just went ahead and applied some highlighter. This was actually a loose glitter pigment. It's like a really nice pigment, but it has like some specks of fine glitter, and it worked really nice as a highlighter. So after that, I applied some mascara, and that was the completed look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumb up, comment down below, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, please turn on your post notifications so you won't miss any future videos. Also follow me on Instagram. The links and everything, the product list and everything will be down in my description box, so please be sure to check there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.